Hello, my name is Robin Young and I'm the Chief Operating Officer of the Food Development Center. You're looking at a lovely photo of our center, which is located in Portage-la-Prairie, Manitoba, Canada. The Food Development Center was established in 1978 and it was the first food center of its kind in Canada. In our 42-year history, FDC has helped companies of all sizes to successfully create and commercialize new products. The food industry in Manitoba is very important to our economy. It's the largest manufacturing sector in Manitoba at $5 billion in total revenue, representing 26% of Manitoba's total manufacturing revenue. It directly employs over 12,800 Manitobans, so a lot of people go to work every day in a hairnet. And 99% of Manitoba's food and beverage companies are micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises, meaning they're under the 499 employee threshold set by Industry Canada standards. FDC works with both small and medium and large-sized companies to help them take new concepts to market. Manitoba's population is small at just over 1 million people, so any companies that are growing concerns need to be looking at export markets to help their companies sustain. Exports for processed food and beverage in Manitoba were valued at $2.84 billion in 2019. And the largest subsectors exporting are meat manufacturing, which is mainly pork, grain and oilseed milling, which is mainly canola, and fruit and vegetable preserving and specialty product, which are mainly frozen potatoes and French fries. It's going to be interesting to see as our new players come online with plant-based proteins to see how these export subsectors shift, moving from animal proteins and plant-based products to plant-based proteins. At the center, we work with clients, helping them to extend shelf life so that as they look at new markets to grow their companies, we can ensure that the products get to those new markets in the same prime quality as they leave the plant. FDC helps food businesses take new products to market. We are internationally recognized as a leader in the development and commercialization of food products for domestic and international markets. So although we're rooted in Manitoba, we work with companies from all over the globe. Our team at the center is made up of food scientists, food engineers, food technologists, nutritionists, and regulatory specialists to help your company take ideas to market and to prove concepts. We have a variety of technologies available to us at the center, including extraction and fractionation, meat technologies, drying technology, thermal processing, freezing, packaging, bar making, and beverage and liquid expertise and technology. This webinar is talking about protein today, so I want to talk about sources of protein and the specific services we offer at FDC for the protein-related companies and the protein market. On the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see kind of traditional sources of protein, animal-based proteins, dairy, eggs, meat, and shifting over to the right, you'll see different sources, including plant-based, and some that we don't always think of as protein, potatoes. Popeye is pictured here with his spinach because he was onto something about leafy greens and the protein available from that type of commodity. So we're working with all types of commodities at the center and products looking at their protein potential. FDC offers protein development services in extraction, both in wet and limited dry capacity. Under the wet services, we offer centrifugation, isoelectric precipitation, membrane filtration, and enzyme-assisted extraction to create protein concentrates or isolates. This is all dependent on the commodity itself and the desired outcome and product ingredient profile of the company that we're working with. In terms of dry extraction, we offer air classification with partners in Manitoba. We can grind and sift oilseed press cakes, and we work with pulse and grain flours to create protein-enriched fractions as well. We also offer on-site protein content analysis, sensory evaluation, and shelf life testing of resulting ingredients or products using those ingredients. And we offer regulatory assistance related to protein-related claims and nutrition labels. This slide here shows an opportunity of co-products. So when we think of protein, sometimes you're going after protein from a pulse product or something that is inherently known to contain protein. In other cases, we're looking at side streams or co-streams or traditional waste streams or processes to figure out what the protein potential is in those co-products. This slide shows canola seed. We have a wide range of canola crushing, I guess, taking place in Canada, I should say, and a well-entrenched industry for cooking oil. The meal presents some opportunities for protein. And what I've got circled on this slide shows protein meal coming out at 15 to 70%, which is called a flour, a concentrate at 71 to 85% protein, or moving along the chain to an isolate at over 85% protein. And those different percentages can be created through the different extraction technologies that we can utilize. Canola protein presents some opportunities in that it's got emulsifying, foaming, and gelling capacity in terms of its functionality and how it would behave in a finished product. It also has a good amino acid profile, so it's become very high interest in terms of the market looking at new proteins. Other services we offer at the Food Development Center relate to the functionality, so looking at those ingredients, those resulting flours, concentrates, or isolates for their functionality. How are they going to perform and what will they do in a food matrix, so in a baked good or in a beverage? And then we can take those products and look at the best applications for them, including batters and breadings, bakery items, snacks and bars, and beverages and liquids. The product featured on this screen is a chicken breast nugget that includes pulse fractions in the batter coating of that chicken. It provided increased fiber, but had an additional benefit of adding browning to the product when it was fried, and had a surprise element in that it reduced the amount of fat absorbed in the frying process. So we look at that type of functionality and then the applications into the products, and then figure out the best use for your new ingredient in the food industry. Alternative proteins, however, can present challenges when you're looking at formulating with them, and those are some of the services that FDC can offer as well. We want to make sure that we're looking at incorporating the new protein ingredients into human foods without affecting sensory characteristics or nutrition. We would consider the unit operations used to make the finished food product. So will they be fried or baked? What's the pH of the matrix? Will they be frozen? We'd look at oil binding and water binding capacity, its solubility and dissolution, and organoleptic and functional challenges tend to hold the market back when we look at flavor and color issues. The product shown in this slide is a cookie, and the formulator has been very clever in that they've put 16 grams of protein into this package of cookies per serving. And we know that when you add protein to a baked good, it can really darken the color profile. So in order to mask that, they've picked a double chocolate formulation and used a cookie batter to help mask that darkening color that would come with adding that amount of protein to a cookie. On the other side of things, when we do extraction, we're creating co-products or side streams. This case study I've got up here is talking about co-product valorization in the egg industry. So we're always looking to work with clients and help them assess what is the value of those co-streams, what's the potential for them in the food industry or other applications. This example is an egg processing client that was doing, liquid food or liquid eggs, pasteurized eggs in cartons. And the eggshell waste they were creating at the one facility was estimated to be about 44,000 tons a year, and estimated between $1 and $2 million a year for cost of disposal. By being able to capture value out of those eggshells, they've now got a product that can go into a high value market such as the pharmaceutical industry, for example, in calcium deficiency therapies for humans and animals, or in the food industry as a calcium supplement in orange juice, for example, or other uses on the lower value chain, but would be used as a supplement to animal feed or in fertilizers as soil conditioner. So rather than paying to dispose of this co-product, they now have an opportunity to commercialize it and capture value from what was traditionally a waste stream. At the Food Development Center, we don't work in isolation. We work with a lot of partners, both in Manitoba and beyond, some of which are pictured here. In order to shore up our expertise, we use other labs and other expertise across other institutions to make sure that our products coming out in the projects we're working on for clients are fulsome and are meaningful in terms of taking a product to market. If you have any interest in working with the Food Development Center, any questions about how your company might work with us, my contact information is here and we'd love to hear from you. Thank you.